A note on the second part in the Apple trilogy, an excellent film listed by Time 100 by Time magazine among the best 100 films. At the center we have Apple, who is growing through this new episode, so to say. There are only 3. And the image I have is one of destitution, of poverty, and strange habits. One character mentions the 500 rupees he's trying to save. He has 400 for a bribe. And I also thought at that time about what I know from The Economist and other sources, but The Economist is the best source, I think, of information in the world today as a media outlet. The fact that they still favor boys over girls, and now that they have access to the modern technology, they can see during the pregnancy, and then they just have an abortion if it's a girl, and that's so bad. Religion is one thing, because indeed the main character, Apple, is following in the footsteps of his father, who was a priest, and even when he's studying, he has this as a part-time job. His father dies, and there's death as another theme. And, they have birds flying, and I was thinking of Edgar Allan Poe and the Raven and the death present in there, and then Hitchcock, the birds and Hitchcock. Even if Hitchcock is diminished for me by the reading of Adventures in the Screenplay by William Goldman, who said basically that yes, there are a few good films by him, but after the press made him such a classic alive, such a god, and they exaggerated the importance, the notion of author films, he just didn't do such good films anymore. And interesting, birds included. He had a point there, indeed. It doesn't take just a director, it takes a screenwriter, those who, actors of course, the producer is important, and so many other people are involved in the images, in the setup, and so on. Another striking element is the presence of animals everywhere. Apple's mother is funny at one point because she seems to be afraid of a monkey. And monkeys can be aggressive. We've now seen so many documentaries on how they attack and get food from people. And with food they just scratch and so on. And there's so many monkeys in those temples, and I was thinking of the resulting dirt. It's good to have pets. I have quite a few, but I know what it means to take. You have to take care and keep it clean as much as possible. The trains, the Indian trains, even if I was also surprised to see that the trains back then were polluting, a lot of smoke, and all the models, of course, still crowded, but they weren't as crowded as I see in the world of today. It's true the population exploded from what I can gather, but they weren't on trip. Now I see crowds of people all over, on top and hanging from the train. Then they were just inside, many inside. So that's not a progress, alas. Of course, I also thought of the fact that there's squatting all over the place, for lack of plumbing facilities, and with so many people that just use the outdoors for necessities, and then that results also in rapes and violence, and that's bad. And the father dies, and Apo has to go with his mother to the countryside, wherein there is again a question of going to school, if they can afford it. Mother makes an effort, and she's at school where there's some impressive, dramatic moments, but also it's funny. When they speak, for instance, of Bengal, and foliage, the greenest of all, the language is so fabulous and so on. He gets books on the North Pole, Africa, inventions. He shows his mother the eclipse and how the moon is creating with its movements there. And then he goes to what today they call Kolkata, and it was Calcutta back then. And he has to learn a lot, but then his mother forsakes. I will not say what happens, but it's a very good film.